Hey everybody, this is Try Dying to Live here playing some Kerbal Space Program, and it's been some time since I did the Moonlander video, and a lot of you guys have asked for a new Moonlander video just because there's been quite a few things that have come up that have changed the way the Moonlander works. It doesn't. You have to do some modifications to it. Some of the mechanics have changed. Some things that were applicable before weren't. Some parts that didn't exist before are now available. And so I'm going to go ahead and in the future I'm working on a new Moonlander video. But I want to show you guys what I've been working on. The design I'm kind of floating around here. I think it's a good balance, but I'm afraid it might be a little complicated. Um, and you'll see why in a second, because it's a little interesting. I mean, Moonlanders are a little complicated because you have to change the staging no matter what. But before we can go any farther, we have to do our what I call the actual landing craft, the actual lander itself, not the whole rocket, just the part that's going to touch down. And that's the most crucial part. That's the part that I had the most difficulty with the first time through. I went through a lot of designs to come to it, and I've got a lot more choices now. And now we have these little fuel tanks and fuel engines. We've got the landy legs. And so we've got a lot more choices, and so I had to do some testing. And here, I'm going to show you in a second here, about a minute-long clip of me testing out some different designs. And I just tried as many things as I could. I really tried. The goals were something that's simple, something that's not going to break very easily. Something that, I really explored everything. I mean, I tried as many combinations as possible, trying to get something that balanced, something that's not going to fall over if you landed kind of funny, something that you can abort your mission real fast and rescue your guy, something that if you make a mistake and you slam that thing into the moon, that you won't totally destroy, the lives of your Kerbonauts, that you can, rescue them off later. And so I tried out of quite a few things, and then this clip right here that you're about to see is that. And when we get back from that clip, I will show you what the design I finally chose and settled on. And here it is. This is what I settled on. Now you might be noticing that this sort of looks like the old lander design. And in fact, it is the old lander design. I tried quite a few things, and this one just kind of matched well. I went for the larger fuel tank and the larger engine just because that level of safety of having that extra power. This little one here, oops, where are you at? This little one here is a good engine. I don't think it's a bad engine at all. However, it's low powered, and so if you get into a bad situation, you are not going to be able to pull out. Right? You're not going to be able to floor it. Get yourself 100 meters per second of acceleration in just a few seconds time. You're not going to be able to get that. So that's why I didn't go with that. And with the larger engine, I went ahead with the larger tank. That way you have plenty of fuel, because you only need about half a tank to return home. So that still gives you half a tank to land, to mess around, and different things like that. And I did look into using the lander legs, but believe it or not, I still kind of like these fins. Now, you can use the lander legs. You just get rid of these lander legs here and put these, or the fins here, and you get to put the lander legs on. And it works just fine that way, and it works fairly identical. However, if you look at the stats over here, these have a mass of 0.1 and a drag of 0.2. And these have a drag of 0.08, which is, or excuse me, a mass of 0.08, which is less, and a drag of 0.02, which is also less. Now, they both have the same tolerance for impact, but this is actually a little lighter, and it is going to give you a little bit more control. And I found they're just a little bit more stable. They've got a couple issues with the SAS, kind of flipping them around and bumping your ship all over the place, where these are more stationary. But I still like the fins. Call me old-fashioned. All right, let's go on. In the original Moonlander design, come on, get on there. I want you as low as possible so I can. All right, in the original Moonlander design, one of the things that we used was this kind of lander that looks a lot like this 3-engine, I should say, setup. And I like the 3-engine setup because it gave you lots of power to slow down very quickly, which means you don't have to waste a lot of fuel. Well, it takes about the same amount of fuel, but you're a lot more safe, right? You can get rid of that descent speed a whole lot quicker. Whereas when we just did the long stack with the single engine and the alternate video, it's a lot more dangerous. I've had situations where it's just you will literally burn for minutes of time, and you still won't, after minutes of burning, won't know if you're going to have to abort the mission and fire this top part off just to escape, because you don't have that push to slow yourself down. So I really wanted this to be the descent stage. However, it has the problem that a lot of you guys notice. One of the things I did before that worked in the game before is you could put these here, and then you could set an engine here. And let's see here, where is this thing? And then you can actually set this thing here, and you can do it here because we're actually fitting inside the engine. But you can't set the stacks there because they bump into each other, and so that wasn't going to work. And so the way that I'm getting around this, which is probably the more complicated aspect of this, more complicated, and by more complicated I mean most complicated. And I've got a issue here. This one here. There's the engine. This engine here. This engine needs to go up to here. All right. Anyways, I just want, yeah, I don't want my engine burning while things. Anyways, so we'll put 3 stacks here, and then we'll go, and this all uses the vectoring engines because they really do make a huge difference. Let's see here. Put this here. Put this here, and you know I have to use these things again. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I badmouth them, and now I have to always use the fuel lines. All right, there you go. All right, always run your fuel lines from the bottom of the stack to the top of the stack you're running to. So these are going to pour into these. So these won't empty out until these drain. And then let me see here. Where are you at? These 3 inner stacks, we're going to burn them at the same time we burn these outer stacks. Right? So they're all going to burn at the same time. So instead of having just 3 going, you're going to have 6 going, which will give you a little bit more power. And then what this is going to let us do is it's going to allow us to put our 3 stacks here, and we're going to go 1. Whoop, yeah, doing good. 2. It's a little more difficult now. You can sit these beside each other, which makes things difficult. And oh, by the way, if you don't know, this video is not actually the tutorial. This video is your opinion of this ship. Like, I'm trying to get your guys' opinion. Like, do you like this ship? I think it looks really kind of cool, but I want you guys to see if you can build it, because the moon landing tutorials, they last for a long time, and I'm going to link to the new moon landing tutorial from the old moon landing tutorial. So I want something that people who you know, aren't able to design a moon lander and land on their own, and just, you know, just need a little help. We all need a little help. I want something that is easy enough to build, and it's not gonna, well, you know what I mean. It's not gonna just be awful and no fun and just be like, okay, you gotta do this super complicated thing. Let's make sure our engines all are all correct. These. Oh, you know what I did wrong? That's probably gonna mess up my. There you go. Yeah. Why didn't you guys tell me that? Yeah. See, now all these are messed up. All right. Let's fix these. All right. This one here is the inside, so I'm gonna do this cross here. All right. So that's right. All right. We're good. I need to add another set here. Oh no, they're all separate. Oh, what's going on here? That's weird. Oh wait, no. These. Oh, I don't need that. Okay, you can go away. So that's good. These will fire, and then these will fire, and I'm actually going to move this up to here. All right, so that's the ship that I'm going to try out. I think it's a pretty cool ship, and I think I'm going to name it after a pretty cool guy. Name it after iBots. Yeah, with a Z. Yeah, I've been kind of messaging him back and forth. He's actually offered to host the Minecraft server that I'm working on. And he's not going to, but he offered to, which is really nice because he got a really nice server. He's got like a 16-core server. I was like, how do you get a 16-core server? That's crazy. But anyways, and he actually sent me a copy of Civ 5 on Steam, which is pretty sweet. I haven't got to play it yet because as soon as I downloaded it, my computer exploded. But anyway, it was pretty awesome, and I'm going to name this one iBots just because he's such a cool kid. And by kid, I mean that is anyways. I'll be. All right. We got our rocket. I think it looks kind of cool, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, it's a little more complicated than a straightforward design, but I think it looks pretty neat. Turn SAS on. See, this is the problem with the SAS, is it makes your fins go crazy. So when you land, you're always jittering a little bit. I've never crashed because of it, but it's a little disconcerting. All right, let's see if we design this ship right. Take off. Now, it's a big ship, and it's one of the other issues is it runs very tight on fuel. Like, you don't just have gobs and gobs of fuel left over. I mean, you have plenty to make it, plenty to land, plenty to get back, but you don't have so much fuel that you could just make, just burn and make mistakes willy-nilly. But anyways, we're going to slowly accelerate, and we'll catch up with this rocket again as soon as we get done with these stages here. Alright, it kind of speeds up there. This rocket starts out really slow, like 3 minutes in, and we're just really starting to pick up speed, but that's why there's all these tanks down here. But all this here is actually just about enough to take us into orbit, finish us off, and everything. Quick question for you guys. How's the audio sound? I'm kind of messing around with it. I've got my computer sitting beside me, and I think I can hear it, and things are going on in the background too, and I don't know if you can hear that too. And so I'm hoping to do more videos, and so with the old microphone system, it was actually on a webcam. And oh, by the way, we're burned towards 90 because you can't. We can't do the 270 anymore. But it doesn't matter because it doesn't save us any time going 270 anymore. Come on, there we go. Alright, anyways, the old microphone system, like, I had to wait till, like, everybody was asleep, so it would be, like, midnight before I could do any recording, or wait till everybody was gone, or on my day off when everybody else didn't have a day off. If that makes any sense? Anyways, this system right here works really good, I think. So hopefully you guys don't hear a bunch of audio background noise. If you hear a bunch of background noise, the TV's playing a TV show. If you can name that TV show, that would be incredibly impressive. Like, don't just make wild guesses. Like, if you can actually hear the show and can tell what it is, that'd be amazing. Anyways, but let me know how that sounds. Some of you guys have been asking about the Minecraft server. That is really exciting to me because I was afraid that it would just be a total flop. But you guys seem quite excited about it, which makes me very happy. And a lot of you guys have been asking me, okay, how do I get on this? And it's very simple. Record a video of you doing something cool. Make a the video doesn't have to really be quality, but show that you can make quality videos. That you're not just going to you know, oop, we're auto-saving. That you know, people can hear you. That you can be able to show things well. Because what you know, if it I don't think it's going to come down to competition because I think I've got 20 slots open. Um, hopefully the server. I think we can easily handle 20. We probably won't have 20 people on at the same time. So that helps out a lot with load balancing and things like that. Um, but um, you know. The big thing is I wanna make it a really cool thing for people fans. Like I want people to come to your YouTube channels and get to see different aspects of the server. Stop it, stop it. We have a paraapsis. All right, we gotta wait till we get out. Where's the moon? Where's the moon at? Are you out here? Where are you at, moon? I don't see you. Where's the moon at? It's over here. Oh, actually, it's about to rise. We're about to do our burn, I think. But anyways, okay. I want you guys to, really help support the server that way. And, it's everybody's help. And so, things I'm looking forward to doing is setting up like a website, where the in-game chat will be produced live. So like if somebody dies, you'll be able to see it live. Um, and like there's a mod where you can do web-based. Okay, those are done. You go away. You can do web-based monitoring of where everybody's at. Just kind of cool things like that. I want to bring people in on it, and so I just really want it to be, as best as possible. Anyways, back to the rocket. One thing that I do like about this rocket design is, it's quite stop. Okay, does shift not work? Shift doesn't work when you don't have the thing open. 11. It's really easy to time out things. For example, the like when that last stage is done, that's when you just roll it over and go. That's a weird, kind of weird shadows. Anyways, so I think that's pretty cool. Let's see what we got here. Zip forward here. Anyways, we're gonna make our lunar approach. We're gonna make our lunar approach. I'll be right back. All right, we've got our ship heading toward the Mun, and Robert UK's ship has not yet made half an orbit yet. Going very slow though. It'll slow down, turn around, come back. Hopefully it'll come back. Anyway, if you can't tell, it's been about actually an hour since we stopped there. I accidentally was testing some things during the break, and I crashed my computer, and then I reinstalled stuff, and anyways, so things might seem a little different. Hopefully not so much. But anyways, we're going in for our landing. We've got over half a tank on these things, and of course that's a full tank here, and we went 90 degrees, and that saves us a lot because normally we'd be on, well, let's slow down here. Let me show you. We did our orbit coming around this way, and then the moon is actually catching up to us. We're actually still traveling like this, and because we're traveling away from the moon, it'll actually it helps us out. Because otherwise, if we were traveling this way, we'd be heading on a head-on collision, and so it makes quite a big difference in the speed. All right, so whoa, too much. All right, now we're at about 70 kilometers. Excuse me, 70 kilometers. If we were in a single stack ship, we would be hard pressed to save ourselves right now. It would actually be pretty close. But we have the opportunity because we've got these 3 stacks here to let it run. It's no big deal. We don't have to do our safety burns just yet. We can be nice and patient. All right, be patient. Be patient. Be patient. I have must be. Anyways, so yeah, this one's also a lot different. I think the previous oh, let's start doing the burn now. The previous one had like 3 stacks or 2 stacks, something like that. So this is a much lighter ship, and the smaller you keep it up here, the less rocket you're gonna need, which makes things just so much easier. You see, look at that. We got rid of so much speed. In fact, I'm gonna get rid of the rest of that, or we'll turn the rockets off. It just took us a matter of seconds, where it would have taken us. We would still be burning, from the time we hit 70 kilometers out, clear till now, we would still be burning hard. But we don't have to worry about it. Nice, easy thing. All right, so this really is like the moon landing part is very beginner friendly. Look at that. We're on the bright side of the moon. Hopefully we'll be able to see things. There's an auto save coming up. There it is. Nice shot of the moon. It's good landing spot. We're about 10K away, so we'll get rid of some more speed. Everything's looking good. 7K away. Alright, we can slow this down just a little bit. We'll keep doing some retro burn, but I don't want to use up all the fuel, just for safety. The closer you wait till you do your burn, the less fuel you will use. But things get dangerous. You have to be burning for a long time. All right, still looking good. 5,000 meters out. Nice, easy flight. Plenty of fuel left. Very good. Because of course, remember, even when these are done, we can still use up to a half a tank of this. When the half a tank hits, we have to abort, but it's still a safe thing. I did work around coming up with like external tanks and then dropping off the external tanks, but I had problems with the tanks breaking off. And the fins don't break off nearly as easily, which is why I'm using the fins as opposed to the Swedish. No, wait, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. All right, we're 1,000 meters out. Well, 1,500 meters out. 1,500 kilometers. 1.5 kilometers out. There we go. That's what I want to say. We'll correct this. 1,000 meters. Get rid of some of our speed. Oop, well, we're going up. That's a bad thing. See, that just wasted a ton of fuel. Alright, let's get this rocket straight up and down. Another issue is why I use the large engine is the larger vectoring engine has a lot more ability to push the rocket around and control it a lot better, which is, when you're doing some moon landing, you don't want to be messing around. You want to get that thing right in there. All right, we're looking good. Let's get rid of some more speed because we're actually below some mountain peaks on the moon. So there's a nice crater there. That's a cool looking crater. All right, new updates coming out. If you didn't know, they're changing not all, but a lot of the lunar geometry type things. So it should look even better. Hopefully everything runs better. Continuing to make the game great. Everybody, if you've never been a part of it before, one of the best times to be part of a game is when they're still working on it and they're still changing things. That makes things so much fun. One of the things that people loved, one of the most popular games of all time is Counter-Strike. And one of the reasons why it's so popular is because they would constantly go down, not up. Oh, do we land? Oh, we're not. I stopped moving. I thought they landed. One of the reasons why is because that ground looks really cool. Anyways, they were always updating the game, and so people got to be a part of the different changes and have it build a community. There we go. All right, there's a good landing, nice and good. I don't think it almost looks like the tank hit the surface. If the tank hits our surface, it's bad. We used up hardly any fuel. We could actually go and make another flight. I don't know what that is. What is that? What is that out there? Oh wait, that's debris. Oh, that's from another test. There we go. That's from a test to see if the rocket would work. So anyways, Hey, don't do that. There we go. But anyways, so it's always fun when there's new updates. That just makes the game so much more interesting. What are you? There's so much junk on the moon. We're just littering the place up. Anyways, all right. So this is our new rocket design. Let me know what you guys think. Is it too complicated? Like, do you think it's too much for beginners? I don't think it's bad. Just because it it's very functional. Like, it does its job very well. Like, landing with this much fuel is just about perfect. Like, you can't make many mistakes, but I think it'll let you have a few mistakes. And it's nice and sturdy. You don't have to worry about it. I really like this lander. Even though I could use landy feet, I still like the fins. Maybe just biased. Anyways. In the meantime, let me know what you guys think about this. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I will see you guys next time. All right. I think I got the audio. I think I got the audio this time. Does it sound like me? It doesn't sound like a robot anymore. And that sound looks a pig. Hey pig. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know you. I don't know you. Get just